Let's get started. Number 10, your belly button used to be a rotting wound. Right after you were born, a doctor clamped and cut your umbilical cord. That tube was your lifeline in the womb, delivering oxygen and nutrients straight from your mom. But once you're out, you don't need it anymore. What's left behind is a little stump, about an inch of leftover cord just hanging off your belly. Over the next 1 to 3 weeks, that stump slowly dies. It turns from yellowish to brown to black as it shrivels up like a tiny mummy. Parents are told to just leave it alone and let it fall off naturally. Sometimes it oozes yellow sticky fluid, sometimes it bleeds a little, and the whole time, there's this rotting piece of flesh just sitting on a newborn's stomach. Eventually, it detaches on its own, leaving behind what becomes your belly button. Your belly button is basically a scar from where a piece of you decomposed and fell off. You don't remember any of this, but your parents definitely do. Number 9, your mouth became a crime scene. Somewhere around age 6, your baby teeth started falling out. This wasn't a gentle process. Your body literally dissolved them from the inside. Adult teeth growing underneath released special cells that ate away at the roots. Once the root was gone, the tooth had nothing holding it in place except gum tissue. Kids walk around for weeks with teeth dangling by a thread. Blood fills their mouths when teeth finally pop out. 20 teeth fall out over about 6 years, leaving gaps and bloody holes behind. And society decided to make this creepy process into a celebration. A magical fairy breaks into your house at night to collect these bones from under your pillow. We tell children this is completely normal and exciting. The adult teeth that replace them look ridiculous at first. They're huge and yellow compared to the little white baby teeth. Your body essentially destroyed 20 perfectly good teeth just to replace them with bigger. Number 8, your face tried to grow extra bones. Wisdom teeth are your third set of molars. They typically show up between ages 17 and 25, long after all your other adult teeth have settled in. And for most people, there isn't room for them. 90% of people have at least one impacted wisdom tooth, meaning it's stuck either partially emerged or completely trapped under the gum. When wisdom teeth try to erupt, they cause swelling, jaw pain, headaches, and infections. Some people get pericoronitis, where the gum around the emerging tooth becomes inflamed and infected. 81% of people in their 20s deal with this at some point. Many people need surgery to remove them. Surgeons cut into your gums, sometimes drill into bone, and yank these teeth out. Then you spend days with a swollen face, eating soft foods and hoping you don't get dry socket. All because your body tried to grow teeth that haven't been useful since humans stopped eating raw meat thousands of years ago. Number 7, your entire body revolted at once. Puberty doesn't happen gradually like people claim. One day you're a kid, and then seemingly overnight, chaos begins. Your brain floods your body with hormones that trigger changes everywhere simultaneously. For boys, testosterone production increases dramatically. For girls, estrogen kicks in. Either way, your body starts transforming without asking permission. Hair sprouts in new places. Your skin becomes oily and breaks out. Your body shape changes as fat redistributes and muscles develop. The head, hands, and feet grow first, making teenagers look disproportionate for a while. Boys can grow up to 4 inches in a single year. Your emotions become intense and unpredictable. Wet dreams start for boys. Periods start for girls. Everyone becomes hyper-aware of their changing body while feeling like they have zero control over any of it. Puberty takes 2 to 5 years to complete, and during that time, you're basically a construction zone. Your childhood body gets demolished while your adult body gets built on top of it. Number 6, you sounded like a broken instrument. During puberty, especially for boys, the larynx grows larger. This voice box sits in your throat and contains your vocal cords. Before puberty, those cords are thin and short, producing higher sounds. Then testosterone floods in and makes everything grow bigger and thicker. The vocal cords can lengthen by about 60%. The larynx tilts to a different angle, which is why boys develop a visible bump called the Adam's apple. The problem is, the growth doesn't happen smoothly. The cords stretch faster than the brain learns to control them. Like a guitar string pulled too tight, they produce squeaks and cracks. 1 second you're talking normally, the next, your voice jumps an octave higher without warning. This happens in the middle of class, during conversations with crushes, basically any moment that could cause maximum embarrassment. The cracking lasts several months while your brain figures out how to operate the new equipment. Eventually, things stabilize and the voice settles about an octave lower. Those months in between, though, brutal. Number 5, you learned you smelled terrible. Children don't really have body odor. They sweat, but it doesn't stink. The sweat glands responsible for that distinctive smell are dormant until puberty. They're called apocrine glands, and they've been sitting in your armpits and groin since birth, doing nothing, waiting. When puberty hormones kick in, these glands activate for the first time. They start producing a thicker, oilier sweat than your other sweat glands. This sweat contains proteins and fats that bacteria on your skin love. When those bacteria break down the sweat, they release the chemicals we recognize as body odor. Every teenager has that moment of horrifying realization. Maybe after gym class, maybe at home, maybe when someone else points it out. You suddenly understand that your body now produces a smell. And it's not a good one. Biology's way of signaling you've reached reproductive maturity. Great for species survival, devastating for middle school social dynamics. Now, you have to remember deodorant for the rest of your life. Number 4, your legs tried to kill your sleep. Growing pains affect up to 50% of children, usually between ages 3 and 12. Despite the name, they have nothing to do with actual growth. Scientists still don't fully understand what causes them. The leading theory is muscle fatigue from all the running and jumping kids do during the day. The pain strikes at night. Kids wake up crying, clutching their legs. The aches hit the calves, thighs, or behind the knees. Both legs usually hurt. The pain can last 30 minutes or more, then mysteriously disappear by morning. Fine, all day. Then the pain returns that night. Parents massage the legs, apply heating pads. Some children experience these episodes for months or years. Doctors mostly just tell families to wait it out because there's no real treatment. Your body puts you through recurring night pain for no clear biological reason, and then one day, it just stopped. Number 3, you experienced your first chemical poisoning. The first hangover is a special kind of suffering. Your body processes about 1 standard drink per hour. Exceed that rate, and alcohol and its toxic byproducts build up faster than your liver can handle. The main culprit is acetaldehyde, a poison your liver produces while breaking down alcohol. Symptoms include headache, nausea, fatigue, dizziness, sensitivity to light and sound, rapid heartbeat, and anxiety. Alcohol suppresses a hormone that tells your kidneys to retain water, so you pee constantly and become dehydrated. It irritates your stomach lining, increasing acid production. It disrupts your sleep cycles, preventing proper rest even if you're unconscious for hours. Hangover symptoms peak when blood alcohol returns to 0, which can take 12 to 24 hours. Your first one is especially brutal because you had no idea what was coming. You learn the hard way that your body treats alcohol as a literal toxin and punishes you severely for overdoing it. Number 2, your insides declared war. Food poisoning hits about 48 million Americans every year. The first time it happens, you learn what your digestive system is truly capable of when it wants something out. Symptoms can start within hours of eating contaminated food, though some bacteria take days to incubate. Your body deploys every weapon it has: vomiting, diarrhea, stomach cramps, fever. Your immune system recognizes invaders and decides the fastest solution is complete evacuation from both ends. Some people spend hours cycling between the toilet and the floor. You lose fluids rapidly, your muscles ache, you feel weak. Most cases resolve within 12 to 48 hours. But during those hours, you experience a preview of how quickly everything can fall apart when your gut decides it's been compromised. You never look at questionable leftovers the same way again. Number 1, your brain melted. High fevers, typically above 103 degrees Fahrenheit in adults, can cause something called febrile delirium. Your brain doesn't function properly at elevated temperatures. Neurons start misfiring. The result is confusion, disorientation, and sometimes hallucinations. Fever dreams are more vivid and disturbing than regular dreams. Common themes include death, extreme temperatures, and bizarre scenarios that feel completely real. Some people experience hallucinations while awake, seeing or hearing things that aren't there. Children are particularly susceptible to this but adults can experience it too during severe infections. Your brain is literally overheating. It's trying to fight off an infection by raising body temperature, but that same heat impairs its own function. Your parents or caregivers watched you talk to people who weren't there or describe things that made no sense. Then your fever broke and you woke up with no memory of your temporary descent into madness. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. If you want to see them, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.